Everyone is very, very disappointed. We really didn't play our best game, and it's been very inconsistent. Not just during the game, but beating the defending champion, and then right after that playing against Bangui. I think we just. We were just inconsistent, defensively, offensively, and we got to recover because less than 24 hours from now, we got another important game.
Just piggyback off Coach. We've been up and down this whole week here, and we've had good moments where we show who we are. Particularly today in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, we just didn't have enough to finish it off.
Yes, can you pass the mic? Yes, thank you.
Hassan, ESPN Africa. Coach Karim, first of all, just wanted to make sure, because I noticed Kaman was limping a little bit at the end. Just wanted to make sure that there isn't an injury on top of the fatigue he's obviously feeling after all these games. And then second of all, wanted to ask on that note, with two NBA Academy products facing each other with all these back-to-back games behind them, do you think this is a game that they might look back on as one which maybe taught them lessons on how to handle the fatigue that comes with leading a team through so many games back-to-back?
Kaman is okay. He just took a knee. It's just a knee to knee, so I think he's okay. Yeah, obviously he was very tired. It's not what he's been doing for us. It's huge. So now he's playing today. He was, obviously there. Every time he plays, it's the opposite team. His game plan is to wear him down and provoke him. Get him tired, attack him. That's what they've been doing. The whole game. So Thierry against Kaman. That was nice. It's always fun to watch. They arrived at the same time at the academy 3 years ago. Thierry's just declared for the NBA draft. Hopefully, I know he's gonna get picked and come on in 1 year. It's gonna be a lottery pick. So it's something that we're gonna have and and remember and just you can't be mad at a 17 years old kid for being wear down and tired. Especially in the fourth quarter. So, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Coach, tough loss. I just want to ask you whether you felt your team handled the zone well, because when they were struggling with their man-to-man coverages at the start of the game. They went into the zone and that turned the game around. Did you feel your team were patient? Did you feel your team, did enough to find command in the offense? Because it looks like all he has to feed on are rebounds and putbacks. Do you feel, you could have done more and his teammates could have done more to get him some easy buckets under the basket? Because you look on the opposite side, the player he was guarding, there was a clear plan to get him the ball and to make Kaman work, and on our side that wasn't the case. And obviously Kaman is much bigger and taller than the Bangui player. Did you feel that was an element of the game that your team could have exploited more, especially when the threes were not falling in the first half?
Yeah, I think we the zone hurt us in the first half. But after that, moving the ball very well. We got open shots, and I think we were 8 for 36 from the three-point line. That's a lot of threes, that we took tonight, and I think most of them were good shots. So those are the nights. Sometimes they made tough shots, very tough shots. Thinking about Rolly just throwing the ball up at the, and then and it's been like this all week, to be honest. People banging threes against us and all this, and like Patrick said, it's just, I think it's the result of of what we've been doing, when we, prepared and all that. So you got to give them credit also. Bangui's team, you got to give them credit. They've competed every game. Coach Francois, he's done a great job, and the players, they showed up today. So you got to give them credit too. And tonight they were better than us.
Okay, are we done? Thank you, coach. Thank you, Patrick.
Merci. On devait réaliser un match presque parfait parce que jouer une équipe qu'on a gagnée lors de la phase aller n'allait pas être facile. La résistance y était et puis bon, aujourd'hui on a compté sur la profondeur de notre banc.
English only.
Good evening, everyone. We played today a game that was almost perfect. We've won against City Oilers, whom we've beaten in the first leg of this tournament, which isn't something very easy. We worked hard for it and we got the win at the end.
Yes.
Quelques commentaires sur le match.
Bon, vraiment, je suis très fier de ce match parce que pendant ce tournoi, pour moi, c'est mon premier match. Je considère ça comme mon premier match et ça a été un peu difficile. Comme le capitaine a tendance de dire souvent qu'on a trop faim. Parce que c'est la première fois de participer à ce tournoi depuis 4 saisons. Donc vraiment, on vient d'essayer. Et je pense qu'aujourd'hui, on a été à l'auteur.
So today was a really difficult game in my first participation in this tournament. After 4 years with the team, we had a lot of things to do and we did them. As the captain said in the locker room, it was a hard win and then a well-earned win.
Okay.
Leonard Soames, ESPN Africa. Coach Francois, it looked to me like Thierry at the beginning of the game was suffering from a bit of fatigue, but then the minutes that you gave him on the bench allowed him to come back fresher and pull out the shots in a key moment of the game at the end. Do you think that's a fair assessment of how you managed him in this game?
Question pour coach. Au début de ce match, on a vu que Thierry a été un peu fatigué, mais on regarde que tu l'as mis sur le bench pour la plupart de la première mi-temps. Et ça permet qu'il joue trop bien dans la deuxième mi-temps de la match. Est-ce que c'est votre plan de Thierry pour aujourd'hui ou c'est quelque chose qui change d'après le match?
Ok, merci. Thierry, c'est un de nos éléments clés. La fiche statistique le montre et c'est quand même notre 5e match. Il y a la fatigue qui se fait ressentir. On savait que Thierry, après son annonce pour la draft, avait à cœur de montrer de belles choses. Donc on a su l'utiliser autrement. Il fallait qu'il revienne s'asseoir un peu parce qu'il a pris 3 fautes très tôt et ça nous a souri. Si vous avez bien observé la rencontre, il prend sa 4e faute, il restait encore 7 minutes à jouer. Mais un échange avec lui a permis à ce qu'il puisse continuer. Donc, et il a été décisif sur les derniers paniers, sur la gestion des temps d'attaque et sur cette victoire de l'équipe. Donc, il peut jouer plusieurs rôles, pas seulement scoreur, mais organisateur de jeu, leader en ce qui concerne le placement de ses coéquipiers. Donc, il a plus servi sur ce match-là, sur nos replacements offensifs et défensifs.
Okay, so obviously this is our 5th game in the tournament. Obviously we're all feeling the recurring fatigue. He played today with a lot of heart throughout the first part of the game. but ultimately he got 4 fouls. So part of resting him was due to that, in order for him to clear up his mind, for him to better play. And after having a little bit of an exchange with him on the bench, we came to the conclusion that that was the best option, so that when it came to it, when we needed him the most, he was very decisive towards the end of the game. He played like a leader throughout the last quarter, and ultimately he was of great service to us today in the game. And statistically, the numbers speak for themselves on how impactful he was for us during the match.
Yes.
Coach, félicitations encore une fois. Alors, là, je pense que vous avez déjà tourné la page City Oilers. Maintenant, ce sera Al Ahly qui vous avez battu lors de la 3e journée. À quel genre de match vous attendez-vous pour l'ADER dans ce tournoi? Et puis l'autre question, c'est par rapport à Thierry. On a ouï dire qu'il va se présenter à la prochaine draft. Vous pensez que c'est le bon moment pour lui?
Bon, déjà je commence par la deuxième question. Je pense que la draft de cette année, elle est assez ouverte. Thierry a fait étalage de tout son talent. Je dirais que cette équipe, ce groupe que j'ai trouvé, a fait preuve de beaucoup de résilience. Ils sont allés chercher au plus profond d'eux-mêmes, c'est-à-dire Thierry qui sort quand même d'un environnement de basket assez développé, plus organisé. Il vient de faire 4 années à l'académie, 1 année aux États-Unis et tomber dans ce genre de semi-crise qu'on a eu avant la compétition et jouer à ce niveau-là, ça veut dire qu'il peut se présenter à n'importe quelle sélection et avoir sa chance. Donc moi personnellement, je reste optimiste pour lui parce que c'est un jeune talentueux, il a son avenir et il a participé à toutes les étapes, c'est-à-dire intégrer la NBA Academy, participer à ces différents BAL élevés. Donc pour moi, c'est quelque chose de plus profond et le fait de se présenter aujourd'hui à la draft, c'est un couronnement pour lui. Je pense qu'il a toute sa chance parce que la draft 2024 reste vraiment ouverte, tout est possible et je souhaite sincèrement qu'il puisse avoir un choix. Maintenant, le match de demain reste un match comme tous les autres. On a à cœur cette équipe égyptienne. Nous sommes la première à l'avoir fait douter, à l'avoir fait paniquer. Et nous allons continuer. Notre objectif, c'est de finir. On s'est dit que toute la phase de retour, nous allons prendre tous nos matchs. Donc nous n'allons pas baisser la garde. Nous allons nous faire plaisir. Et se faire plaisir également, c'est de se dire, OK, on vient quand même de faire tomber le champion. Donc ça reste dans nos objectifs.
So, question to coach, 2 questions. First of all, you've now turned the City Oilers page after beating them twice. What do you think, how would you prepare for tomorrow's game and what do you think of it? And second question about Thierry, what do you think his chances are of getting drafted or being a part of the NBA draft class of 2024? Coach started by answering the second question saying he thinks the draft of 2024 is still open for him, he still has a chance, he still has a shot, he's a very resilient player, he's very well developed, he participated in all the steps necessary including the NBA Academy and playing in the BAL on the level that he plays like right now. He's very optimistic for him and he hopes he gets his chance and his shot as an NBA player in the upcoming draft. As for the next game, tomorrow's game against Al Ahly, it's another game just like any other game. We came into the second leg with the mentality of winning all games and we're on track to achieve this objective. Obviously it would be more satisfying for us, extra satisfying to beat the defending champions, but at the end we're going to prepare for it like any other game.
Okay, last question. You have? Yes.
Bonsoir.
Je voulais vous demander, parce que d'entrée de jeu, vous avez joué sans vos 2 coéquipiers. Il s'agit donc de Evans et de Emeka. Il n'y a que Vetcheder. Lui seul, c'était lui le meneur. Mais comment, quelle stratégie vous avez mise en place vraiment pour remporter ce match dans les 2 dernières minutes? Et puis, s'agissant de Omega, il a surpris le public aujourd'hui. Pourquoi?
Je pense que le public ne connaît pas bien Omega. Omega, c'est un de nos un de nos, comment je peux dire, un de nos joueurs majeurs à l'intérieur. Il a fait plusieurs championnats ici en Afrique. Il a joué un peu partout, au Burundi, au Rwanda, un peu partout. Il a toujours joué pour l'équipe nationale de la RCA. Il a été un élément important pour notre qualif pour l'élite 16 également. Donc vous le découvrez aujourd'hui, mais je pense que c'est un travail mental. C'était une envie de se surpasser aujourd'hui parce qu'il savait également que notre banc n'était pas assez large parce qu'on a trop de blessés. Ce qui revient à votre première question parce que Evans est blessé, cheville. Emeka a blessé, donc il ne pouvait pas jouer. Je ne suis même pas sûr qu'il puisse jouer demain parce que c'est des blessures assez sérieuses. Il fallait responsabiliser Kurt. Et Kurt est capable de nous jouer 1, 2, 3 et c'est ce qu'il a fait aujourd'hui avec l'aide de Thierry de temps en temps. Mais il l'a assuré parce que faire 37 minutes de jeu pour lui et être à ce niveau-là, c'est énorme. J'ai même peur de dire que peut-être qu'on aurait dû l'essayer plus en poste 1 parce que c'est une satisfaction aujourd'hui. La stratégie, elle était simple. On avait envie, on a à cœur d'être à Kigali. Tout à l'heure, j'ai parlé de résilience, d'esprit de famille et tout ça. Ces 2 dernières semaines n'ont pas été faciles pour ce groupe, mais ce groupe a été au-dessus de tout pour faire ce résultat que nous avons eu aujourd'hui.
So, question for Coach was, Coach, what was your strategy going into the last 2 minutes of the game, and why haven't we seen that much of Omega as much as we did today? The coach said maybe the public doesn't know Omega a lot, they haven't seen him play a lot, but he's a great experienced player. He's really good when he plays interior on the team. He knows our team needed him today, and he was there mentally for the team due to the injuries in our team in Evan, Ganapamo, and Emeka. For him to play 37 minutes for the first time in this tournament and play as well as he did shows how good he is. As for the strategy approaching the last 2 minutes, those for us were the 2 minutes that were going to qualify us to Kigali. We went in those 2 minutes with the utmost of desire to win this game and close it out.